Head coach Kyle Smith, coach, will you open with a statement?
Yeah, that was a hard-fought game. Interesting. We started off, dug ourselves a little bit of a hole, but were able to really come back and took a 9-point lead there in that second half. But Miami made a lot of plays down the stretch. Their defense tightened up, turned us over a little bit, and we couldn't quite come up with enough key rebounds. And I think Washington made a big bucket. They made it some big plays. Henderson had a big loose ball offensive rebound. They turned into points, and their strength kind of wore us down. But you got to play. You got to play really well to win on the road in this league, and we did some good things, but just not enough in the end.
Can you talk about Coach Michelle Coughlin from Miami Herald? Can you just talk about the job that Miami did on Ibaka? I mean, he still ended up with 19 points, but had to take a lot of shots to get that. What was their strategy?
They got, you know what, I'm not sure what their strategy was, but they often were blitzing him a little bit towards the end. That was one of the key possessions. He was pretty fatigued, and it's hard for me to take him out, to be honest. And they kind of trapped him in the corner. We ended up at almost a shot clock. It was a shot clock violation, and they're rolling, Dante Allen's a guy we recruited. I know how tough he is. And Donaldson's an experienced guy, and then True he's from out west. I've seen him play. So they've got some long, strong guys that running those guys at him's going to affect him. But our guy, he hung in there. He battled, but that's probably just they're good players with good depth and good game plan.
Coach, defensively, just what was Miami doing in that second half that you think was giving your team some challenges?
They were pressuring. They were. Henderson, they're physical, and it was hard to get good starts to our offense that could lead to good shots, and that could wear on you a little bit mentally and physically. So, but we had some opportunities there. We had some bunnies that just didn't go in. Like it would have been kept that game tight, but we just kind of had a lid on there and that'll affect you sometimes. It turned into offense for them a little bit. We kind of hung our head, and they got a big transition bucket to Reno over the top. They're kind of like, we can't give those up.
Do you think the league is kind of surprised at Miami's turnaround? They were last in the league last year, and Jay Lucas, first-year coach, to have them where they are now.
I think we knew their talent was gonna. There's some good players in the program last year, but I just think when you kind of see who they were bringing in, that you knew the talent was going to be pretty impressive, and then they've done a nice job of kidding. It's hard to do, and had to be able to put guys together this quickly and cohesively, and they play with purpose. They made adjustments second half out of the double team that hurt us, and things like that aren't easy to do with any team. Get guys to a 20-point a game scorer who I think kind of gave himself up there. In that when they made the lead, when they kind of cut into it with their 3-pointers, I think he had a lot to do with it. So, and Jay has a great pedigree, and he's from Houston, so he's all right. I'm from Houston as well, so he's all right. But obviously, it's surprised to be able to do the first year, to be able to do that a little bit. But he's kudos. It's hard to do.
Anything else?
All righty, thank you.